Now I can say welcome back to the laser burn. Today we have a very easy, very fast project that I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to make a very simple key tab, keychain. Anyways, just a rectangular piece of leather about 7 millimeters, correction, 7 centimeters. So we start by drawing a square and going here to 7 millimeters, 7 centimeters. I don't know why I'm stuck in millimeters. 7 centimeters translates to 70 millimeters. And we're gonna do it 45 millimeters wide. 45 millimeters wide. Okay, there it is. No big deal. Everything looks pretty good so far. Now, draw another rectangle. This one is going to become the tab for the keychain. The tab or the loop where you put your key ring. And this one is going to be about 2 centimeters. I'm going to go a little extra. So I'm going to draw another one here. I want it to be 1 centimeter wide, which is the squares right here. And I want it 35 millimeters long. That's enough to make the loop. Okay. Now let's start with the Lightburn tricks and tips. Select the square first. Hold Shift and select the second shape. Okay? Why? Because I want the smaller shape to be centered on the larger shape. Now we're gonna go to this tool right here called the Align V Center. And it did the opposite of what I want. Let's go back. I want this to be centered on this V center. Now, that's what I wanted. Doesn't really matter, but that's what I wanted. Now, what we're going to do is bring this shape up almost to the border. Right here, I made a mistake. As you saw, I moved the shape with the mouse. Don't do that. Use the tools that Lightburn provided on the top, like the V center that I showed you before. Around 8.5 minutes of this video, or 9, you're gonna see why that's important. And overlapping this one. About that much is fine. Okay? And we are going to select them all. And my MacBook is Control A, or you can do what I said on the last video, bottom left, top right, yellow selection. And we're gonna click here on Weld all selected shapes together. Now we have a clear view of a keychain. But that's not it. I want to make the edges round, so I select the shape. I go to my round the corner selection here. Let me see what's the degrees. You can change the radius of it. I think that one is a little too much, so I'm gonna go down to about 6. Undo. Double check that it's in 6. It is in 6. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. I also like this ones to be round, but the problem is that because of the radius, it's not gonna let me do both. So I have 2. Bring the radius down. Let's try with 3. 1 did it, 2nd did it. There we go. There we go. That's how it looks like. That's the key chain. Now I already have a piece of leather set up in the laser. Let's go ahead and flip. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and flip this around because I wanted with a tap down. Okay, what else can we do here? We can stick in here. Let's go with something like this. I named her Diva. So let me make sure that it is grouped. It is grouped. No, I need to ungroup it because I don't want the black square around it. Delete the black square. Now I'm gonna make this be centered on this by clicking the center bullseye. It says align both vertical and horizontal centers, but bullseye. There is centered in my MacBook. Now I click outside and then I click the image and hold command, and now it stays centered, and I'm just gonna shrink it to about the size I want it. Bring it up a little. Zoom in. Okay. Here, the rivet, the hole for the rivet is gonna take out her leg. So let's do it a little smaller. About right there. Beautiful. That's it, simple. Let's make a border. Let's put another square. We're gonna take this square. I want this square to be centered with this center. Now I'll click away, hold command. Stretch it. No, not gonna hold command. Like that, and like that, and like that. Let's make sure that is even on the top with this shape. It's aligned to center, and it's aligned. No, we can't do that one because of the long part here, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and do the radius again on the corner. Why wouldn't you do it? 6, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Perfect. Let's look at it again. And there's our Diva. If you want, I usually do. I need about a 3mm hole. I just put 3 here, 3 there, a pretty small hole, and we are going to place it at the bottom. We want you and you to be aligned in the center, which it doesn't look like the center, does it? This and this aligned V-center. That does not look like V-center. It is not. Why isn't it selecting it? No, I want you to be center on you. I'm not doing it. Let's move it by hand. Weird. Bam. I think that's centered. We are going to select it again, and we're going to duplicate it. Command D on a MacBook. Select Command D and bring this one up to about the center of this line. And now I'm gonna take this one, align it with this one. Hopefully it will give me the V-center alignment. And it did. All right, that's what it looks like. Well, I hope that you like this video. Remember, keep your settings, keep an eye on your settings. I want the cut in a different layer, so I have it at 75 power, 80%, 75 speed, 80% power, which is gonna burn pretty dark. Can always put it about 60 with 75, 60 with 70, it'll be okay in my case. I'm cutting leather, and the best that I found for the leather I use is 3.3 for speed and 93 for power. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching.